baby bump or she's bloated. So we're gonna take a look at that and read the comments because they called it out in the comments. So it is 5 days after Christmas. I've been receiving DMs about her being pregnant, and I'm like, if she was pregnant, I don't think we would know because she's so private. And I just can't see her doing like a pregnancy announcement, a baby reveal, anything like that. Like I think she would keep that part of her life private. I thought. But if you watch this hair video that she posted 9 days ago, it's either a baby bump or she's bloated. So we're gonna take a look at that and read the comments because they called it out in the comments. So it is.
Hey, what's up, my pretties? What's up, my lovelies? How you doing? How you feeling? Well, now that I know you're doing pretty lovely, let's get into this pretty on me. So the rumor is, according to Kiara Shanae, that was about a pregnancy pump. And Kiara Shanae also did a video about people are speculating that Kennedy Cymone could be reaching out to DDG because she posted a video with her dog, wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas, which is a dog that DDG got for her. So we're here to discuss and talk about it in the motherfucking chat, you guys. And Happy New Year. All right. So I looked at that clip that we just watched. That was comments was like last year. So this was like saying it's right after Christmas. So this was like a year ago. They said they noticed a baby bump on Kennedy. So she basically saying that people were DMing her about Kennedy being pregnant. Now I did a video about Kennedy a while back, and I was like, Kennedy, we don't care if you're pregnant. It's cool, girl. Cause if you don't end up with your baby daddy, it's just a look, kind of like what Holly's going through. However, she could very well be with her baby daddy. I don't know, right? And she very well could have not be pregnant or not with child. But the way she just disappeared, and let me go back. This video that she posted. Let me watch it while I can. And she does not, she seems to be very, very happy. And in the subscription or something, she was just like, Merry Christmas from you, from me and your, let me see, you and your uh, nephew, social, your internet nephew or something like that. Because as you know, that's supposed to be DDG's dog. And allegedly, he wanted the dog back, which is crazy to me because how you gonna get somebody a dog and you think they're gonna give it back? And my deal is, it's not like she gonna get rid of the dog. So technically, she looks amazing here. I want that pajama set. She looks so happy. Um, about his teeth, she looks good, right? I would I would not give a dog back. And dogs, they last at least a good 18 years, some longer than kid relationships with the parents. So it's just like, it's not like you gonna just give a dog up if that's because she literally they showed a clip of her getting the dog on I think the Kara Shanae channel, and she was like literally in tears, like she wanted that dog so bad. So it's not like she gonna get a dog up. So technically, it could be that she just gonna keep the dog and it has nothing to do with DDG because we do know that these two have thought about each other in the last 3 years because DDG said Kennedy blocked him, and Kennedy allegedly called up to Angela Yee's podcast when DDG was on it and did say it was her, but she was talking about their situation and DDG realized that it was her, which is a funny clip. And basically, I think she was saying that he said he wanted the dog back. So the deal is, um, if Kennedy had a family, it just seemed to me that she just would have posted it. You know, a man, if is what I'm trying to say. But then some people do want to keep their stuff private. But if you're posting a dog and if you're happy, why not post your man or even just the back of your man? It's given that her and her baby daddy may not be together, and that's totally okay. But she's happy, so that's number one. She's happy, whether they're together or not. And posting with the dog and making reference to y'all favorite nephew, because she could have just said Merry Christmas from me and Fendi. She said y'all nephew. You know what a nephew is? That is usually in telling that me and somebody go together or we married. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, yes, it is a take of saying that maybe she do want DDG back, and, or he can come see his dog. Now DDG swore up and down. To me, I thought it was a save face, but he swore up and down that he don't go back in time. But I feel like he obviously needs closure, because why else would it not work with the mother of your child if you had closure? Because I feel like for the longest DDG wanted kids. That was like his dream. And for you to do a dove or not work it out with your baby daddy, which I would, your baby mom, which I would love to see, because I'm all for families staying together. Maybe there's some underlying issues that he hasn't worked out with Kennedy. Regardless of him saying he don't want to see her, within the last 3 years, they both said they wanted to see each other, or gave impression that they want to see each other. And I feel like they haven't been together for almost 10 years. So if you're thinking about each other within the last 3 years, it's been 10 years, then those mean you still got feelings. Because I've been in situations where people want to date me years later, or I've been in situations where I've thought about people years later. And that usually means that you have a genuine care for the other person. And allegedly, Bailey may not have produced his first child. Allegedly, he was talking about her to Kennedy severely about having his first child years ago. Which to me was crazy, because like I ain't think they talked about marriage before they was talking about having kids. And allegedly, a song that DDG put out years ago was, I think it was like Heartbreak or something. It had a big card on it. Um, that people were speculating was for Kennedy. In that song, it had reference to him losing a child, possibly by Kennedy. And so, obviously, they have history. Obviously, they have backgrounds together. And I'm not saying they're ideal for each other. I'm not saying that I know who's best for him, because at the end of the day, he gonna know who's best for him. But if you think about somebody 3 years after, well, shoot, 5, 6 years after you've dated them, you want to see them, you want to link with them, then I feel like a conversation needs to be had. And it seems as if Kennedy is already willing and able. I don't know if DG has already reached out, because right now it is December 27th, and y'all gonna see this on January like the 7th. Um, so if you don't know, YouTube lets you schedule videos in advance, which I don't know, that seems like a hack to content creators who are super busy, because you can do your videos ahead of time and then schedule them later if you don't know. And also, I don't know if Jack in the Box still have it. I used to not really like Jack in the Box, but they growing on me, because I had this breakfast sandwich that was actually good, the croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese. Um, but they have this midnight snack shake that has marshmallows, pretzels, chocolate. I've been getting it like at least once or twice a week. It's pretty good. You can get it any time of the day. And I love their curly fries. I didn't even know they had curly fries. And I be looking at their menu, and I be like, I'm gonna try one of their burgers, which I'm scared. But they burgers and stuff be looking so good. Um, and then they have these fried tacos, which are okay. Maybe about a seven, but they're cheap. So if you just say I want a quick meal, they have these two large tacos for $3. So they do have a menu on the budget. And I also had their French toast sticks, and I stuck it in my vanilla ice cream with the whipped cream that they give you on the vanilla shake or whatever. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm just trying to put y'all on. But the deal is, by this time, I don't know if DDG would have already reached out. And maybe he has reached out because that smile on her face was so bright. But maybe he hasn't. Um, and if it wasn't reached out before then, to reassure them that they was cool, it could have been done since I made this video. And even if you don't link back, who's to say she can't be on your podcast and y'all just have a valid conversation, even if it's virtual, like on IG and y'all record it or whatever, or y'all don't have to be have her there, but it would be nice. But I do feel like that's a conversation need to be had because I know Kenny gonna be laughing like old times, DDG gonna be laughing like old times, and if it's meant to be, then it will happen naturally. Because the one thing you gotta remember, the person who broke up with you is not the person that you're gonna meet years later. It's gonna be a totally different person. So you have to get to know the new person. Kennedy, if she is a mother and you're a father now, which is rumors on the street for her, then y'all gonna be coming to each other from a different playing field. And let's say she wasn't ready to have kids then, who say she's not ready to have kids now? And she cooks. That was one of the things on her channel. I used to love seeing her be like a wife. Like she definitely was letting people know she was a wife. And then she has your dog, and it'll at least give you closure. So hopefully they will link either virtually or in person. It seemed like she's open to it, and it don't have to mean y'all are nothing. And maybe that's why he don't want to link with her, because he don't want people thinking like, oh, we're together. Linking could be just business. If you are a businessman and you know how business work, you should know that the numbers for you and Kennedy linking back up in some form of fashion would probably be in the millions, and a million likes, which equates to money, subscribers. And we want to see Fendi too. And I'm sure Fendi might want to see you. I don't know. Let's see if Fendi even remember you. You know? Like, who knows? I would say go to her. Go to her. Why not? The setting that she had in that picture seemed different from the setting where she moved back home. It seemed like she may be in a different place. It could be even California. Who knows? But it could have been in her family's house, but that photo does not appear to be in her home that I remember. But then too, people do photos anywhere. So I don't know. So I'm excited if these two do link up for business purposes. And who's to say it couldn't lead to more? But it's either gonna lead to more or it's gonna be deaded and y'all have closure and y'all move on with your lives. But a conversation definitely needs to be had in my opinion. What do y'all think? Do y'all think the numbers gonna go up for that? Do the people really want to see it? Cause to me, I think the people want to see it. And her speculated she had been pregnant almost a year ago around this time. This video was posted about a year ago, so she should have a newborn. And have a newborn and you're smiling that much, maybe she didn't have the child. I don't know, cause a new if she did have a child, I've it's giving me like newborn ain't gonna make you that happy, but maybe it would, because when you have kids, they say your first Christmas is kind of special and all this. I don't know. So, maybe she chose, not to move forward with it. Who knows? Because even with their situation, who's to know if one of them decided not to move forward with it? And I don't blame her, because being a young person not married, it's a lot of pressure. And maybe that's part of the resentment there. But at the end of the day, that's her body. That's her choice. I feel like that's just a conversation that need to be had. And I feel like you can't, because it's the woman who carrying a baby. It's the woman who gotta go 9 months. It's the woman who gotta prop it out. It's the woman who gonna be stuck with them, regardless if the man choose to be with them or not. Hashtag Hallie, because I think Hallie would even probably, even though she loves her son, I don't really think she would have went through with it as well if she would have known DDG would have been on this BS, and they would have not been together. And that's just a lot of women. So him and Kendi are not together. So I feel like Kendi was not wrong if she did. But the rappers look at the Holly and DDG situation. He's not even with her, and she's a freaking Little Mermaid. I mean, so I don't know. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about that in the comment sections down below. Let me know.